It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Bills, coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Corral. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Corral on 2nd down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Off play action. Richardson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Just down in and down out, being able to play it understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's got this down to the 35. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Shoves him aside. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Richardson to throw off play action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Buddy Johnson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Fakes a handoff here. Corral. His throw incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down. And the Bills had 3 and 9 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Corral's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Corral sets up play action. Touchdown Bills. Damian Pierce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Play action. Now Richardson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Corral. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Rosas' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And Corral will throw it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. This is brought in at the 21. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because
and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Anthony Richardson, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's complete to Dell. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Here's Richardson to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now it's Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Corey Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Back to throw, Corral. This one taken in by Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Corral. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Corral now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hines now on the return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Anthony Richardson and the offense back out.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Bills ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. We'll see how this one continues.
The Corral trying to get things reset quickly. On 2nd down, here's Corral.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10. Corral again. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
3rd down, Corral.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Finding room at midfield. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Corral with it on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
A final shot before the half for Corral. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Brings up third and 5.
Richardson working from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust situation.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Off play action. Richardson. Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Richardson.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Austin Eckler with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Richardson looking to throw.
Man open left side is Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Richardson.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Corral.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
And this returnable for Hines. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again.
They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Richardson.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Corral here working from the gun. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And the Bills first down.
Back to throw, Corral. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
First down, Buffalo.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Going to do a bootleg. Here's Corral. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Corral going to bootleg it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Samuel Aguaman coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And incomplete on the deep ball. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down in the yard.
At the 25-yard line.
On the option left, Richardson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This is swung out to Eckler.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Corral.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Buffalo.
And Corral will throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Again, it's Corral. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Corral.
And this one's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 2nd and 7.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Again, it's Corral. The pass caught by Olave. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Corral.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Corral sets up play action. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Bills' offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Corral throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Chiefs,